They're waiting 15 hours?
Wow.
So like 12 hours from now?
Long. Anyway, I hit the stream button, so we're probably live. It just might have a 30-second delay.
Oh,
Long.
it probably only starts when it hits 0.
I don't know.
We'll find out.
I told it to like start streaming.
Starting soon.
Ah.
So please stand by.
Should be working on my end. No idea. One of these days, it might just do something. I have no idea. Such experiment. Such unknowns. Oh, I think it's actually doing something. Yep, there it went.
Oh, okay.
Well then. Hey, this one's got an ad on it. Huh.
Oh god.
Interesting. Nice Red Bull. So, anyway. They're probably going to be able to hear everything we're saying right now because it's likely like way back and behind. This is all new to me. I've never done a stream on live or YouTube. Yes, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're hearing me now. All right, well, we better get ahead and get this started.
Wow, they've been hearing us. It's pretty much been recording our sound since we started. Since I said 15. Wow, these people have been waiting for 15 hours.
All right, well, let's go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1. Hey, peeps, it's Andercon and CCR Ghoulie 9.
Hello.
About time you said something, jeez. We're deja vu suddenly. Anyway, this is Kerbal Space Program with my own custom pile of mods in here. And, well, we're just going to continue on my journey today. If you missed the videos or the live stream from a couple days ago.
Yesterday.
Yesterday? Was it yesterday? Oh, well.
Yeah.
Anyway. It's up on YouTube if you want to see that. And this will shortly be up on YouTube when it's done. And it's going to be about an hour long. And I've never streamed to YouTube before. So there's a few things new here. And if you've never seen a stream on YouTube before, it actually has something like a DVR function. So if you miss something while the stream's going on, you can actually click on the little bar and say, "Oh, let's go back like 20 minutes ago and say, see what happened then." So that's
you can
cool.
you can also pause it to look at what we have or something like that if you miss something.
Yep.
So we just don't move on without you.
Yep. So resume shaved Twitch TV live stream. Well, fine, it's on YouTube. Don't care. Rolling with it. So anyway, this is not your default Kerbal Space Program by a long shot. I've got mods all over this thing. And mainly, there's two important ones. I think it was called, I got Tree Loader, which will change up your entire tech tree right here. And I actually am very tempted to unlock this thingy right here, right now, to get some more science instruments set. So I think I'm just going to do that. Because the next thing I'm after...
Since the stream is so far so unreliable for me to actually see what you're doing, I'm going to play Kerbal Space Program myself.
Okay. Have fun. So, anyway. Right here, next thing I'm going to try to get is this inline reaction wheel, which takes 250 science. So, we're going to go ahead and attempt to launch some junkers up into space and see what we can get. Okay. Come on, push! Push! Alright, well anyway, it's quite nice that YouTube's got this up here now. That way I can still see all your guys' comments and things like that. I just wish I had a second monitor so I could see everything. Okay, well anyway, last time I had the Sputniks Mark 1, and we also got the QBEs over here. Openness Numer,
and if only Kerbal Space Program worked with dual monitors.
Yeah, I might have to
crashing
run into that issue myself later. Our heat loads, a simplistic shape, also appeals to modern art collectors. What the heck? Okay, I still got some science to collect off of these Sputniks. See which one I want to do. Consists of generating 10 units of data on Kerbin's upper atmosphere.
You get 75 science out of the Sputniks. I just did that the other day, or yesterday.
Oh, well, I think there was 2 different tests I could do on one of these.
I think it might be the box one.
The box
QBE.
one? Well,
yeah, it's like really high, kind of high orbit and then really high orbit.
I'm just gonna say screw it for the moment, and let's just try to get this junker into orbit for the moment. And I'm not gonna do the.
No kidding.
Actually, I should probably do this one here for the funds. And let's see here. Now I got some special funky tanks. If you missed the last live stream, I'm gonna use some of these. Let's see. I think this will work. And this is a stretchable tank, so let's go ahead and pump this thing up to about. That one's too small around. That'll work. 2 tons on this thing.
Also, if you need some extra boosters, what's really works really well is those jet engines.
Oh really? Jet engines?
Because they actually lift quite a bit. If you put enough of them on. I have a rocket that has 4 rockets on the bottom, and then outside the 4 rockets on the outside, there's jet engines that lift first, and then.
I haven't got those unlocked yet. Get on the center. There we go.
It's really nice when you need that extra boost.
Nearly forgot. I need to throw a heat shield on the sucker. Alright, not that little one. This one here. I probably also want a decoupler. I could probably use a thicker, fatter tube too. Let's do that real quick. I'll just give myself a fatter tube. No.
Okay.
It's for the ladies. Okay, about 2 tons on there, and let's just redo this and stick this thing on here. Okay. I need solar panels at the buttocks on this thingy. Let's see, where are they? This is actually turning out very much like the one I built yesterday. Let's just use that, see what happens. I'll probably modify it a bit. Let's see what I have in here. It looks pretty good. I think I unlocked some more parts from this. So, let me see if there's anything special. Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely. Definitely gonna have to throw RCS on this thing, because it is so horrible and hard to maneuver right now. It is insane.
By the way, do you have that RCS mod that allows you to look at what things are?
This one right here?
I can't see it.
Oh. Maybe.
The red circle thingy.
Yes. Assuming it's working and stuff. I'm not 100% sure about that right at the moment. So I have not tested it whatsoever, but if I actually try to stick on one of these... does not appear to be active or working at the moment.
Alright.
Oh well. Supposedly I have an RCS mod to help me place these things, but I don't think it's working right at the moment. I'm not surprised.
I think the jet ones need to be placed at the bottoms, and then the... God damn it, Kerbal Space Grub being
I don't have jets. What are you even mentioning jets to me right now?
No, there's the RCS thruster blocks, and then there's the other one that looks like a, I don't know, jacuzzi jet.
Jacuzzi jet.
Yeah, I think those have to go on the tops and bottoms, while the other ones have to go in the center.
These RCS quads I'm using here are weird. Funky. They got a different angle on them. Well, hopefully this will work out. Freaking weird ass thing. Let's just stick some more over here, and hopefully that'll do the trick. That's one thing I wanted to add majorly important. Other things, let's see. What else have we got on this that I need? Anything? I'm gonna stick a... No! I'm gonna stick... Oh yeah, I need the science stuff. Let me just go ahead and slap some of that over here. Not that many. Okay, one of those there. And the thermometer on the other side. What's this? Dual technique magnetometer? What? Measure the magnetic field of the planet it is placed in orbit of. It is also capable of detecting the abundance of useful antimatter particles in the magnetosphere. I have no idea what this is, or what it's for. How heavy is it? It's not too heavy. I'm gonna take this with me for the fun of it, and question marks, just so I can see what it does.
It's always fun.
Yeah. And I'm thinking about taking a spare antenna with me here. It's got longer range, so I'll just slap this on right here. That should be decently balanced. I mean, this particularly, this kind of tanks and without my fairings and stuff looks pretty bad, but we'll be able to pretty up this thing probably before the end of the stream. I wanted to change the texture on these tanks, so I'm hitting T over top the tanks. Let's see, what, blue, no, black could work, or we could do something more fancy. Let's see what we got. Gold, funky red, more gold. Let's go with that, and that could work right there. There we go. I think this will work for the moment. Crapstick 2, and we'll go ahead and save and launch this junker and try to get into space.
Yay.
You know what I should have done? Added some more batteries.
Added some more stuff.
Batteries would have been nice because we had serious problems with the battery issue last time. Well, will this bite me in the butt later? Stay tuned to find out. Quite likely. Ugh, loading. Alright. Okay, finally. What is this? Waste heat? Huh. Okay, well, I'm just gonna, blast off and live with the consequences for now. Whoosh! Whoosh! There we go. So far, so good. And of course, I don't expect anything to go horribly wrong yet. So let's take a look and see what we got going on this end. Nothing yet. One of the things I might have to do, actually I think it's one of the things I'm going to do before the end of the stream, is try to get one satellite into geosynchronous orbit. That's probably, if I can get enough science here, I'm probably going to do that next. Okay, this is going to take a little while to get anywhere. But I can see my current altitude. I can see my current altitude here. Speed is fine there. Here's my current stage's fuel, and so I can see everything I need from here if I really want to. But because of the particular mod I have, was it Ferrum Aerospace Research? It adds aerodynamics. I'm going to start the gravity turn a little early if I possibly can, because normally your gravity turn here is next to impossible to do before you actually hit orbit. Now you notice, I think you can see my cursor right here, is my little circle. This yellow circle here is which way I'm going. If I try to move this thing very much further out of that circle than, say, just a nudge a bit more, I'll likely flip over. It's just the way it goes. So I can't really turn at 45 degrees east or even very hard at all without doing backflips and stuff.
Fun!
Oh yeah, totally. Let's see. Okay, well this thing is saying I would have a, some space. I'm in space! Well, at least I will be, and like double this altitude. Come on, push!
Supposedly with the fairings, you can change the ejection force of them. Oh,
really? Well, that's cool. Which mod's fairings? That's the big question.
The one that says Kerbal Engineering. Manufacturer.
Hey? I got KW Aerospace, procedural fairings, and AS. Those are the three things that's give me fairings on this, but I hadn't unlocked them yet. I am flipping all over the place, but at least I'll still have a some space up in here, past 70,000 meters. One of these days I'll stop doing backflips, but it just might be a while. This is why I added all the RCS, and when I turn that on, hopefully I'll be able to turn. I think one of the mods made my the reaction wheels on the probes worse than they already are, which is like really kicking me in the teeth.
Bad.
Yeah. 66.
So we're trying to save us. So we're trying to save up for some reaction wheels.
Yeah. #1 priority here, especially since I went ahead and got some of the science instruments. Okay, there's suborbital, and let me just hit the RCS. Oh, RCS, I love you so much suddenly. I haven't had to use RCS for turning since like a year ago. Okay. Blasting off now so I can actually get into orbit. So far this is looking good. While I'm waiting, I will actually try to do a little science since I'm just going to do some out here. Just a little bit of science here. 66 megabits BTS. I might transmit this, but not yet. I need to make sure I'm in orbit first. Alright, let's keep data there. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but normally, I think if you transmit this stuff in the base game, you can't get it all from transmitting, but one of the mods might have changed that for at least the thermometer and the Graven Max negative gravity detector. Okay, let's just wait till I get a little further out. Wow, 108. Come on, you maneuver. There we go. Just turn this off. And I suppose I have enough time to go ahead and attempt to use the flight computer again and hopefully not die. Let's go ahead and give this thing a shot. Yeah, let's hit hold maneuver node prograde. I don't know if it's going to work right, since it probably won't. Yeah, it's not going to attempt to do this correctly. Okay, well, I'm just going to go over here and manually maneuver this to that spot here, and that'll probably help it out immensely. Okay, now what if I do this? Okay, come on, node, hold that blocks. Okay, I think it's working now. So if I
do you know if the RCS goes through the pharynx?
I suspect, because even sunlight goes through the pharynx right now.
Alright, so time to test it.
Yeah. Have fun. You know, it is technically possible to do a double stream on YouTube. So people could watch us both play at the same time. I don't know if we'll do that, but you know, it's theoretically possible. And it would even show up on the exact same page. Just FYI for later, possibly. That'd be fun. Especially if we play some other games together.
Yeah. Maybe some multiplayer games.
Actually, this is going to be some good news for people. I'd actually been thinking about possibly finishing off the what was that Vex Super Hostile map we played and we never finished?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever that was. We may actually go do that. I don't know for sure if this is going to work out this way. I was going to try to do the flight computer thing, but it won't stay put. And I don't think it's going to work, so I guess I'm not going to try the flight computer until I've got reaction wheels or something, because it can't keep itself on the maneuver node. And that sucks. Oh well, later in the video we'll actually use that for something useful. And it won't hopefully completely screw me over this next time. I want to check out my, which one is it? Far? No, not far. Come on, get this resource info off of my screen. What is this? K-Thing control, alarm clock, flight system, attack life support.
Oh, see,
okay.
There's also a fairing adapter, which is cool. So if you don't have a fuel tank that's 625, I think that's it, then you can put the adapter on there and it'll just work beautifully.
I actually don't think I've got what it takes to get into orbit right now. This thing just doesn't have the power to get into orbit. I thought it did, but maybe not. Well, anyway, that's fine. We'll likely want to, you know, go a bit short anyhow, something. Let's go up here a little. Okay, I ran out of fuel. Well, I better probably transmit my stuff now. Let's see about aiming my panels towards the sun, so I've got some juice, and then I'll transmit what I've got, and then this thing's gonna likely end up going in for a crash landing, unless somehow I can deploy the chutes while in space or something, because I'm not likely gonna have signal when I come down. Alright, this should work.
That's why you try and get something in geosync first.
Oh, yeah.
So you can.
I just need a bit more science first. Review, transmit. The only problem is I need like 100 science or more to unlock that.
I think I needed. I didn't really need that much science to get the stuff I needed to put in geosync.
Possibly. Okay, that's a little bit of science done. Let's see if this thing's got anything going on. At least 25 data. That's 50. I think I'm going to go after the one that asks for 50. Okay, anyway, the realistic progression Lite mods add some sciencey stuff you can do to your probes in specific situations pertaining to that probe. Like this specific one has some science experiments I can pull off while in orbit. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now you do that by hitting this collect data button here, and then it'll get some data build up, and then you can click on the one that you want. That one I've already done before, so let's try the other one. I might have already collected on that too, and then if that's the case, then this entire thing was nearly worthless, except for the science on the other stuff. The thing is, this will really eat up your battery if you haven't got solar panels. I get a little bit. I must have transmitted some of this before. So, it's some microscopic quantity of science. That's fine. It'll get me towards my goal. And I might even be able to pull off a little bit more science on... Yeah, I can actually get more science off of these things. I'm going to have to show a hilariously funny way to get some more science that way. I'm about to lose a signal here with control, so I probably want to go ahead and pop that and go ahead and deploy these, but I don't know if it'll work. Like, they may not even enter. I don't think it's even gonna let me. So this thing is likely doomed. Most likely. Because I'm not gonna be able to... Oh, I already lost signals, probably why. Alright, well anyway. Now it says no connection, which means you can't do jack. Can't do jack. I can't turn it. Jack. I can't turn anything off or on. I'm trying to turn right now, nothing's happening. Of course, it'd be hard to tell with this junker anyways, as bad as the reaction wheels are. Turn off and on SCS, nothing. Spacebar, jack. So, this is part of... what was this?
Realistic something.
Let me just look up in this mod folder here real quick. I've got it. Remote Tech 2, there it is. You have to have a connection from KSP Center to any of your probes, either through other satellites or direct connection. That's what antennas and stuff would be for. And if you don't, you can't move. So anyway, this is going to be a nighttime landing by the looks of it. And I don't really think, I don't know, you guys want to see this thing kind of smack into the ground possibly? I can just wait around for that. It probably won't take too long, considering I'm going at ludicrous speed here. But you might not be able to see much since it's on the dark side, so we'll just see. It's not going to take long at all. Let's see here. Supposedly 2 minutes, except for I'm on speeded up time here. So let's just watch any fireworks. Actually, you might be able to see... Ah, here it is. This is... what's the mod for all the flames? Deadly Reentry. Something might burn off and explode. Maybe not. I think I managed to enter at a shallow enough orbit that nothing burned off. Well, that's good news, I suppose, question mark. Anyway, let's go ahead and smack the ocean. I guess I'm hitting the ocean.
My thing just flipped.
Good job! I bet people can't see Jack.
Oh, come on.
It's so dark. I can see a little bit of Jack. Only a small quantity of Jack. Right here. And there. And over here. And
don't forget over there.
Yeah, plus, you know, on your face, there's some jack there. Okay, that sounded too bad. Spush! Yay! One, I guess you can call that successful flight later? Question marks? Alright, so let's go to Space Center. I don't want to revert. I actually got stuff out of that. And we'll see how much science we actually managed to pull off. Hopefully a little bit. It takes so long to load this with all the mods and stuff. Come on. I'm dying here. Okay, there we go. And I got 144. Did it count at all? I don't even know if I got anything out of that. Anyway. Crap. Alright, let's go ahead and get something in the geosynchronous orbit. I think I got nearly enough parts to sort of pull it off, since I can just throw an RCS instead of a reaction wheel. And if you're not familiar with geosynchronous orbit, that basically means I'm trying to get a rocket to sit in one spot above KSP center at a particular orbit where it will always be facing KSP launch center and such at all times. So it needs to have
so
an
it's
orbit.
Easier to communicate.
Yeah, it needs to have an orbit.
And it's also so far out. And it's also so far out that it
One of these days
can see most things.
Knocking over each other. It happens sometimes. Don't worry about it. I need to have an orbit of 2,868.75. What is this? Million? Yeah, kilometers or something. I don't know. Far orbit. Anyway, let's start with this junker. Okay. Well, first off, this one is not. I'm not planning on bringing this one back home. This one is going to stay out and away, so I don't need to do too much special. Let me just get some of the stuff together on it. I really like these AES mini thrusters. They're very nice. I'm gonna make this bigger.
God damn it, ads.
Enjoy. Okay, do that. Now these early rockets are all gonna end up looking like this, more or less. Just, you know, because it's what I'm doing. I need to go ahead and stick on... Okay, I need an antenna on the top. Okay, 3 millimeters. Okay, good. I went through the stuff and fixed one of the mods I had. Actually increased the range on all your antennas for the oh, what was the thing called again? I forget, even though I just said it. Remote Tech 2, that's it. It increased all the range on your Remote Tech 2 stuff by 10 times, which I think is overkill at the moment. And I may put it back later when we try to get to the outer planets. But one of the parts of the challenge I wanted to do was show you the interesting challenge of setting up a satellite network. And this is going to be like the main hub for it. And so we're going to get on that.
Let's just say Andy's been playing this.
Yeah.
Andy's been playing this mod longer than mod pack, longer than I have, and I only have 2 satellites in GeoSync. You'd probably have like 8 by now.
Yeah, on my other save, I think I have about 9, maybe. It was my kind of test save. Actually, I want one of these comms too. This. Let's see, we're gonna put this thing. I don't want 2, do I? I guess I could take 2 with me and just not use them both. Let's see. Could put it. This might work. It might be kind of glitched in. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but we'll roll with it. Batteries, very important here. Let's see, I got 300s. I'm gonna stick those right here. And another set of 300s right here. That thing's getting jam-packed and neat stuff on top, huh? Okay, now solar panels out the buttocks. Let's see, how many do I want on here? A lot, that's how many. Pile them there. I can't really do that. Okay, well this will be the outer ring then. Put that there. And there. I'll probably put more batteries on the bottom there. Okay, I'll do the rest of these in 2 mode. like this. Now this is going to take a lot of solar panels and stuff, and maybe even more batteries, because these use a lot of power and the default power consumption for Remote Tech 2. Now that realistic progression Lite, if you left all the configs alone, it'll use 10 times less power and give you like 10 times range. But this is supposed to be a nice little challenge, and I don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and put this in 4 mode and do that. Oh, I'm forgetting I need to stick on RCS. Oh, super important. Absolutely doing that right now before I do anything else. Or I'm not going to be able to turn this thing at all.
Yeah, RCS right now is so nice.
Okay.
And I just have the one jet port thing, the white one.
There we go. Some RCS.
And even with that, it's...
Go ahead and put on my RCS quad stuffs. I like to have these near the center, but just having them at all it would do the trick. That should work right there. They're best at center of mass. Actually, I just drag these down out of the way a bit and see if I can shove them in there. Right. Oh, come on. Oh, it sort of worked. Oh, come on. Oh, it worked, and then it said, no, I'm just going to sit here. Come on. There we go. They kind of glitch into the satellite dishes, but they'll still work. Okay. This needs to be on 2 mode, not that many. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and add a little bit more solar panels, so then I might actually be able to use all these dishes at once. This is like going to be my communication hub. This thing here, this little antenna there, is for omnidirectional communication in all ways. These dishes here are going to be specifically for like an aimed, like at either a body, like another planet, or a specific craft. And I'm going to end up having a bunch of different crafts put in.
Well, at least I know this type of rocket works.
Oh,
it doesn't have the right thing to get science out of it, but I at least know it works.
Yep. That's not quite the right rocket. Okay, that'll work. Actually, while I'm at it, I could throw on a little bit of sciencey stuff too, just in case Nah, it's not gonna work. I already got all the science out of it, didn't I? I'll put a couple on anyway. Just one right here and one right there, because I got all the science out of, like, orbit out of Kerbal. I'd have to go around the moon to get more out of these or something. Or maybe, like, on the way up. That could work. Okay, just go away, thermometer stuff. Okay, now this looks pretty good. Now just to get the junker heap stack of crap up into orbit. I need a big tank. Good work. Actually, I should probably triple stage this sucker. So let's go for 10 approximately, and then I should have, would this work? 250, 220, a whole bunch of 20s. That's some fuel tank, huh? Let's take one of these things out for a spin. And then let me drag this whole thing up and I'll get a 3rd stage. So I really want to make sure this thing can actually get into Geo. So it might not be able to pull it off without some more boosters and things. Let's see, I need another one of these. That'll work. Yeah. Okay, that'll work just fine, I suppose. Let me get a big fat tank of doom. I actually don't need a tank this big, do I? Okay, I actually have big tanks back here. Perfect. Okay. This will be the bottom tank. And I don't know how much I can actually put on here because let's see, I might not be able to stick anything too big on this because the rest of this is going to be pretty heavy. Can I get more than one of these on the side? No.
Of course not.
It may be theoretically possible for me to do something somewhat interesting though. Let's see here. Let me get this thing down to another 10 and we'll see what I can pull off. I need a decently ISP'd one. Let's go with This one's got the highest of stuff, and then I'll put this into 8 mode. This should be funny. Okay, I'm gonna put a bunch of those there. Maybe 6 mode will work better. There we go, 6. Put that there. Oh yeah, that'll work. Put that there. It's gonna be rocketed up the buttocks. That may generally do it. I may even be able to increase the size of this. Let me try it to 15. And we're gonna stick on a little bit of wings so I can actually stay straight. Where's my wings? There they are. I'm gonna put them on the middle stage here. That'll work. Oh. When this thingy did its thing, it's just foobar. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I gotta re-put these on, because when you stretch the tanks with these little ones on, it kind of like pulls them off. That's not what I wanted. This here. Right there. I think we're covered. I think this will do the trick. If it'll launch anyway. I just need to put a couple of these on here, and then we should be good. Some stability enhancer suckers.
The amount of waiting you have to do to get the right, damn it, get the right connection, the right time.
All right.
It's kind of fun.
Geo Junker 1.
I just said mine was. It's kind of similar to what I named mine.
Let me take a look at the comments. See if there's anything going on over here. Lol, I love how the music stopped when you realized you can't do jack. That must have been from a while ago. Okay, good. Appears the stream's going well for everybody, unlike Twitch sometimes. And, okay, well, not much going on in the comments section yet. Got 14 people watching, that's nice. And let me just go ahead and throttle this sucker up, and let's see how horribly everything goes. Hit T there. Hey, it actually goes up. It's a miracle. It's not going up fast, but it is going up. So, yay! Success so far. Man, this thing kind of looks weird. I can't wait till I get this procedural, or actually any fairing at all. It'll look pretty nice then. Probably, hopefully by next stream I can pull that off. I don't know. I gotta get more science somehow. And we probably don't have a whole lot of time on this stream yet for me to get something to orbit around the moon, but I can do that after I get this thing into geosynchronous orbit. It's just like one of the things you really need on satellite.
The key to this mod. The
Yeah.
key to this mod.
So with that, you can get to Minmus and the Mun fairly easily as far as signal goes. As long as you got that geosync set. Alright, so far so good.
Or maybe a couple. If you can get one into geosync, might as well get like 4 of them in.
Yeah, but I don't want to waste everybody's time on one stream for that. I mean, that takes so long to do that. I'll eventually do
If you
it.
get one, maybe you can do it off stream, but 3 more up there. Just go, hey.
Maybe.
Unless they wanted to see it.
Yeah, they might.
Oh.
Though it's going to be a whole lot of the same thing over again. Okay, so...
Well, we're entering without a heat shield. Let's see how this goes.
Good luck. I'm going to do a little turn. Whoa!
No, I made it so shallow, so...
Okay, well, I certainly ain't going up fast,
there
that's
it
for
goes.
sure.
I hear explosions.
Explosions. I'll go ahead and start my turn a little early. Nah. I probably should have put some more thrusters on
engine's
this
starting to
stage,
overheat.
too.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I honestly think there is a chance that I won't be able to get this thing into geosync. I might have to boost up the size of the rocket for that. Just maybe. Now, while I'm actually on the way up, I can go ahead and attempt to get some science off of that, apparently. What about this? A little bit of science, and I'll transmit that. 5.6 science. Not much. That's for sure.
The drogue shoot, main shoot combo scared me because one little white shoot came out at first, and I was just like, okay, and then I hear a snap and it goes bye bye. I'm just like, what the hell? And then the other shoots come out. I'm just like, bastard.
I'm gonna go ahead and activate this and set the target to mission control, which it already is. Okay. Now what I just did was I right-clicked and activated one of these dishes and told it to point at the mission control. That way it'll have signal even when I got too far away for my current little crappy antenna. And I got two of these, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn off one of them. Because these things have very little range at the moment. So like, what, 300,000? No, 500,000 kilometers. And geosync is like 2,868 kilometers. So,
2868.
Yeah, they aren't going to cut the mustard at that height. Oh, whoa. Hey, I might be able to get geosync. Maybe. Let's see.
I love cutting mustard.
Actually, my preference is cheese cutting. I love cutting cheese.
Oh, that's also a good one.
And the family, all of my family loves it when I cut the cheese so much. They love it so much that they go run screaming and like happiness, I guess. Okay, this is going well. Alright, soon I'm gonna have to turn on RCS so I can actually move. Or maybe this thing has decent reaction wheel on it. Yeah, I think these QBEs actually can move. Oh yeah, it's better than those other pieces of junk. Alright. Good.
Well, it didn't die horribly, but yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get this in orbit somewhat.
Ooh, got 10 science out of that.
Yay. We'll
I'm just one step closer to reaction wheels.
Very shortly. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's take a look here. What have we got? Let's just do this. Okay, so far this is going okay. I'm going to see about getting this thing to orbit, and then we'll see if I can get it out into geosync or not. If I can't pull geosync, I'll at least use this satellite for like semi... What did I have this? I have something written down. Semi-synchronous, which is half of geosync. It'd be somewhat useful. If I have the fuel even for that. No. Come on, push. Slow. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to pull geosync. At least I'll have a regular satellite. Hopefully. Will it even make it into orbit? Good question. It should be able to at least pull orbit. Come on.
Should.
Oh.
Nope.
I hope. Anyway, while I'm up here, let me go ahead and look to see if I had any special sciencey junk going on here. Not that. Okay. It said something about high orbit stuffs. In space low. In space high only. Okay, so I'd have to be really high out. I'm not exactly sure what in space high is supposed to be, but I'm currently not there, apparently. So I guess I can't do those special experiments yet. Okay. Push! Give me an orbit!
If you gather data and then land, will it give you stuff for the data you have? Or can it only be used on the special things?
I can't say I understand your question.
At least that's good.
Alright. I guess I can't get any more science this way just yet. Oh, almost got orbit. Almost. This is not going to be a high orbit. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to beef up that rocket. Usually when I build things, it tends to be like the minimum I need. And oftentimes,
you know,
2 or 3 launches later, it actually turns out big enough.
Do you know when you can start scanning for Kethane?
When you're around the planet? I don't know. When you've unlocked
No,
the
I
stuff?
Yeah, I was just
the
wondering,
tech tree?
when do you unlock the stuff?
I think you have to get the advanced probes first.
I'll look at it after I launch this.
Let's try to get in an orbit of around 250. 300 would be nice, but I don't know if I got a fuel for that. I probably do. Let me just pull 300 then. I'm looking at this number here. A little much, but hey, that'll work. And let's go ahead, add a maneuver, and see if I can get this thing to do it on its own with the flight computer. I want to click on, come on, you. There we go, now I can see what it's doing. 8, 9, 200, 220, 230, 50, 70, 80, 90, 301, okay, versus 305. It doesn't really matter too much, this orbit, because this is nowhere near geo or semi-synchronous, because I hadn't got the fuel for it. I thought I would, but oh well, I have to continue working on it. Alright, I'm going to point at the node. Hold maneuver node, okay. Alright, notice now that I actually have reaction wheels worth half a carp. It's going to move on its own to the target once I've hit this node button here. And it'll keep that in its, sights. Hopefully, for quite some time. And then I'll also be able to hit this execute button. And even though I'm not going to have signal to KSP, the flight computer will still go ahead and do its thing, and we will be able to watch this in just a minute. Okay, this all looks good, so I'm actually going to go over here and hit the Kerbal alarm clock, add an alarm, and we're going to call this, not 10 minutes beforehand, I want this to remind me to jump out of warp. Let's say 15 seconds prior, add. Now, I'm going to speed up, and it'll automatically take me out of warp 15 seconds beforehand, like warp speed, time stuff. And delete on close, close alarm. Okay, you. I hope I didn't. It's trying to get the maneuver node. Get in time, please. Because you moved around the planet, it didn't quite sync up on the maneuver node. I probably should have given that 30 seconds to do it, but hey, it works. Notice I have no connection. If I try to do anything at all right now, it will not do anything. Like, click any buttons, nothing happens. So it just went and did its own orbit on its own, which is pretty cool. So at least got some junker satellite in orbit, and that's very nice to have. This will help me out occasionally. Turn this off. Go ahead and close that. And I'm going to actually fast forward until I get some signal again, and I'm going to turn on a bunch of satellites and antennas and things. Alright, there's my stuff. Alright, now I'm going to first point the whole ship in such a manner that I have sun on my solar panels at all times. And I think, let me turn on RCS to make this faster. Push! Over here! I'm looking for the north. Where are you, north? There it is. Turn that off. Okay, point straight north. On this axis, right here. And, let's see. 85, 87. Alright, right about there I'll probably get the most sun. And what I want to do is turn on this top, specifically that one antenna, and it stretches out pretty nice and long. Might look a little funny, but hey, it's got like some funky pull going on there. Alright, and I'm going to, let's actually see if I can use this other satellite, this dish here. Activate the side dish, let this thing unfold. It's a funky square. Alright, I'm going to give this thing a target too. I'm going to tell this thing to point at the mun. And that should be good. Let's look at it. Okay. Now, whenever this thing actually has any signal from KSB here, it will be targeting the mun, and if I ever send a ship over that way, it'll be able to get signal off of that satellite. Of course, I wish I had this in geosync. It's not going to be worth much. But at least I can show some of this. And let's see what else we got. That one's already activated. I'm going to activate this one. Tell it to target whatever active vessel I have out here, so it'll always try to get a signal with some other satellite, whichever one I'm using at the time. And while I'm here, let's go ahead and activate this one and tell it to point at Minmus, because I like to do a lot of stuff in around Minmus. It's my preferred planet of choice here.
Yeah, it's easy to land on.
Actually, let's not do this one. It's actually, yes, well, what is the range on this? 50 million meters? Yeah, Minmus is only like 11 million. So let's activate this one and do it with that instead. Minmus. Now the reason why I want to use these ones for targeting specifically planets instead of these ones is because they have a much larger arc, like tremendously larger arc. And the other one is like half of this. It only have this like little area it would target instead of this big wide spot. And there, I got some signal to Minmus if I really need it, and I'm sure I will eventually. Alright, well, this was a semi-successful thing. I mean, it'll help. And that'll work for that. I'm going to have to work on getting something into geosync, but in the meantime, I'm going to show you a funny little trick to get some science in a very stupid way.
Rolling something off the
you
platform.
don't spoil everything, you junker. Why? Spoiling all my fun.
Alert. Spoiler alert.
Alright. It's nighttime, but whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the airplane hangar thing. I don't know how much science I can get off of this. Not a lot, but I get a little bit of science here. I'm just going to need this QBE probe, a couple tanks. Let's get... not that. That'll work. And make this thing a lot smaller. There we go. And hold up. Really? Fine. What size with it? Not that one. I think it was this one? Yeah, this is it. R. There we go. Now this thing can roll. Okay, put on some batteries. That's 2 batteries will work. Stick on a junker antenna. Let's see. Guess that'll work. I really only need one. There we go. And science instruments. Slap a couple, put them on the end. One there. Actually, put 2 of these on at a time. And a couple thermometers. And that should work? Question mark. Launch the junker. Hilarious. Okay. So the rest of the stream is me struggling to grab what little bit of science I can get to get those reaction wheels and stuff, and maybe some more thrusters. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I may actually really need some more thrusters before I get the reaction wheels. I might have enough stuff for that. Okay, so first up, let's go ahead and log some temperature. And keep that. I don't know if this will actually do anything. Oh, yes, I will. Keep that. Hold Q. Roll off the side of the runway. This is such a cheap and hilarious way to get some science. I always do this, even in the base game, with my science instruments. To get a little bit on the runway, a little bit out in the field. Just to give me a little boost to get past the crappy first stages when I can't unlock Jack.
And you need that slight bit of science, every little bit of science you can achieve.
Yeah, slow this down a bit.
On this fairing, guess what? There's a symbol on it that says it has the recycling symbol on it.
Hack. Well, it's supposed to say that. Wait, recycling on this fairing? What? Okay. Alright, that'll work. And I'm going to recover and get a little bit of science off of that. And I can also do this on the launch pad too, but I don't have to roll it off. I just sit one on there and do it. Okay, how much did I get? Come on. Push. Push. 18. Oh, it's something. Let's go over here. Actually, I can go in here. And I got this pack of science instruments. I can get a little bit out of that. Let me just do this. That takes 10. I can actually get a cockpit out of that. That'll give me some more science. And let's do it this way. Actually not that way. Go over here. Alright, now what?
Now after getting a cockpit, I realized you can also then take soil samples.
Yeah. So I'm going to stick out a cockpit on the launch pad so I can get soil samples and junk that way. Now I can't take this to space without a Kerbal dying, but I can at least get a little science out of this. Let's see, where was the stuff? I need gravioli. I don't know if I need the gravioli detector, but I'm going to put it on there. Thermometer, and I unlocked a gravimeter. Wait, what is this? Gravioli detector and gravimeter. Is that the same thing? I think it is. There's accelerometer, barometer, and that'll probably have to do. Yeah, that'll work. Launch. What cheap methods to get science?
Very cheap.
It's not like I need a lot. Well, kind of. I think I need like 120 something. I might end up buying something else instead.
No. I guess you can only use it once. Damn.
Yeah. Alright. So now I actually have Jebediah over here. That's good news. Let's see if I can get anything this way. Oh, a little bit of science off of here. That's good. And a little bit more here. And we'll log that. Log this.
Oh, I'm getting 200 science on this? Shit.
What are you doing?
QBE sample at about 31,000 meters.
Ah. Go ahead and do an EVA. EVA report. And keep that. And store. And drop off. Oh, that wasn't a drop off. EVA. Okay, space. Fall on your face. There we go. And do a EVA report here. And surface sample. And that's some nice stuff. Okay. Recover. What can I pull off from this? Probably not a lot. It'll be something, though. What do I have? I'm thinking I really need some better engines more than anything else. I might just deal with that. I got 40 science out of that. That's something. Okay. So there's electronics. There's some landing legs. Okay, this would probably do the trick. Notice this thing right here's got max thrust 550. I can do some stuff with that. And here's the landing legs. I'm going to buy that because we're going to go to the Mun soon. And possibly Minmus. What else? I so want this. So expensive. Alright, okay, yeah, we can do the fairings now. Let's go ahead and go ahead and get that. And then we got 17 left, which I don't know if there's enough. Okay, I can get that with it. Can I get anything else? Nothing here. That's 50. That's 250. 500. Ugh. Alright, so I'll go ahead and unlock early engineering. That'll help me out. And the next one here has got even more fairings in it. And some docking ports and stuff. So that's pretty good. Alright, well, this is pretty much the 1 hour mark for the stream, and I hope you enjoyed, and this is probably all I'm going to do for right now. Though I do have a question. Would you guys like me to go on longer or not? You know, I'll wait a few seconds and stuff and see if anybody says, like, yeah, let's go ahead and continue this in the chat. If nobody does, in like a minute, I'm going to end the stream, and you know, we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I could quickly at least show you like what the procedural, well, the regular fairings and stuff are, just so I can, you know, fill time. Okay, there we go.
I'll tell you if anyone says anything.
Okay, that'll work. So, throw that away. So, what the fairings are, it's fairly simple in a way. Like,
they're cool too.
Let's just load up my old satellite, GeoJunker, and I'll put the fairings on here just to show you what they do. Okay, so way up here, this ugly mess can look a lot prettier if I just mess with it a bit. Let me just go and pick up, let me pull this off here, and go over to fairing. Okay, here's fairings. I want this one. Let me put that in the center here. So this is a fairing base, and most of the rest of the stuff's all going to hook onto this. Okay, that'll work. Now the next thing I want to put on is the top cap, the nose cone, basically. Fairing cone. Okay, we're going to go with the expanded. Did I click the right thing? No. Expanded.
They want longer.
They do? Oh,
yeah. It was really quick after you said, do you guys want it longer? Yeah, I want longer. I would love longer.
Okay, good. We can do that. I can do that, no problem. Alright,
there you go, you have your answer.
Yay. Not that, not that. Maybe this is the wrong size of fairing. Let me compare that to this. Let's try this one. So I just gotta get it centered first. Now come on, give me the center on this stick of junk. Oh, there we go. A lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, let's try this. I need it on dual mode here. Oh yeah, that works pretty much. The only thing is, it might be clipping into my stuff, but let's see if it'll work anyway. It might break something off. I don't know. It looks funny, but oh well. Yeah. Come on, you can do it. I lost the call. Oh well. Come on. So close. I wonder if this will work. The thing's too fat. I don't know. They call it crap to brick. The fairing half. Why me? Maybe if I can stick it on the other side. Just, sometimes you can trick it into doing it. Maybe if I do this one at a time. One. It's refusing. I probably got some. I think these things are too fat. I need them on here though, but I can move them. Yeah, let's stick these things in a different spot, and I might be able to close this thing up. I need bigger fairings. Grab all of that. 2, 3, 4. See if I can shove this on here. Any old spot will work. I don't really care. It might work. Right, come on. There we go. This is in dual mode. Let me just get a new pair. Come on, you. Give me 2, not 1. There we go. And then one more. Come on, don't do that to me. There we go. mostly enclosed rock. It's kind of funny. They're sticking out a little bit, but they'll be alright. It's mostly enclosed in here. You can see all my stuff up in there now. Communication satellite. So this will actually help me a little bit with the aerodynamics, because these things work with aerodynamics just fine. It'll be fine. Hello. Just put this up
Damn
here.
it, I have no connection. No.
Okay. I'm going to have to make probably this bottom stage far more substantial than what it is now. So let's just throw all this mess away. Get a bigger rocket. Yeah, this thing here's got 550 thrust. That should do me good. And I got to reconnect it. Yeah. How big is this? 35? It's like I think that's bigger than a Rockamax, like the orange tank. Or was that 39? I think it was 39 tons for that. Maybe 38. Okay, that may work. Okay. Yeah, let's go with this thing. It's not quite the prettiest thing yet, but it's working on it. And I probably don't need this. Yeah. And let's see. I'm going to have to check all my staging. These are at the top. And I've got that thing popping right here. And then that thing pops at the same time for some reason, but that's fine. I don't even know what this is. Oh. Top popping off. Let's just drag this up. Okay. Put this thing down here. So we'll go the bottom stage, this engine, and this right here will go at the same time. And then all of this thing will pop off and hopefully not blow things up. And then we got all our little engines buried in here. So I might actually be able to make this bigger too. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, well, let's see if this thing gets off the ground. I hope. And I might put some more of these in here too. Right there. And I gotta move them up to that. Okay. This will likely work. I'm just gonna replace the previous geojunker. Save. Lunch. Maybe even dinner.
No connection. It's just gonna watch it crash into the ground.
I take it you're having fun on your end.
Yep. And kaboom! Slamming it at 500 meters per second.
Mm-hmm. Okay, come on. Push! Push! Oh, I'm not trying to take a dump. I swear. Alright, hit T.
I had 200 science too, damn it.
It's sitting there. Yeah? I really thought this was gonna work. I guess I just got a little bit too much weight on here, so let's revert and make this tank smaller. Vehicle assembly. Oh, I made it too fat. Well, we'll try again. I think if I cut that thing down by maybe 10 tons, 15, I don't know, 10, 15 tons, I'll be able to actually take off. So let's try for 25 and change. And well, how big is this? 15? Let's just nudge this down a little bit. Lucky number 13. Some lucky, huh? Let's try this. There we go. Did I quit Minecraft? Actually, mostly. You never know. I may happen to do some more episodes occasionally. I might finish up the Vex Super Hostile map CCR and I played a while ago, like last year. But
a while ago.
I don't currently have much plans on the subject. It's just after playing the game for 2 years, you get rather weary of it. It's fun, but there's only so much of it I can take. Man, this rocket is not cutting the mustard right now.
Cheese.
It might cut some cheese, but not mustard. No, no mustard at all. Revert flight, vehicle assembly. I think I have an idea of what I need to do. Yeah, it's all just too fat. Unless it's possible it's actually getting stuck in the ground. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think that's particularly the case. So let me just scoot this thing down even more. Let's go for 15 ton, question mark. Is this thing too fat? How heavy is this by itself? 2.5 ton, it's not that bad. Let me put on some extra tanks beside it. Where are my extra tanks? I forgot. Oh, I actually unlocked some more stuff in here. A bunch of stuff. Okay, well. Let's try out some of these other things. Yeah, this'll work. I'll put on some of these. And it's got 200 thrust on it. Some of these.
Do you know if huge shields will put fuel through them?
I don't know. I don't remember. Cannot remember.
No fuel crossfeed.
So you have to do it manually or something. Alright, so let's do it like this. There we go. This hopefully will work better. Save. Attempt what? 4, 5? I don't know. Ah. Oh, chat, you're hilarious. 2-bit 96. Funny. I'm not particularly going to say that one in the stream. Just something I did long ago with rubber. Oh.
If only I could screenshot what I'm seeing right now.
Explosions and death?
Well, you know the pharynx? There might be a little bug if you accidentally put like 4 on them.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this rocket looks a lot better than it used to. It still has some issues, but, it actually is, all this mess is enclosed, which is nice. Alright, well, so far it's good. And it's actually going up. It's a miracle. The only thing is, since these are running out of fuel before the big one, it's quite possible I may not get much thrust out of that. I probably should have had these, like, pop off or something, but I didn't. I'm getting some thrust. Too bad it's nighttime. You can't see too well, but I figure you can see something, a little bit. Honestly, how bright is this on the stream? Can you guys see okay? I mean, I'm sure it's not wonderful, but it's probably about like how I see, because the stream seems to be pretty nice. Let me just turn over a little. Don't flip blocks.
After my recent failures, I think I'm gonna get
hey, Christine.
done with KSP.
Christine. Christine Raby. Okay. Hello, hello. I'm doing good. Alright, so somebody's asking, this is Dr. McLaser, where do you plan on taking your YouTube channel? If you plan on planning anything particular for it. I'm actually planning on doing a lot of KSP, a lot of streams, and I actually have several games I'm planning on playing. Quite a few different things. Whatever happens to be popular at the time, a handful of games I already own, and we should have a good time. I likely do mostly streams and then put them on YouTube as videos. I like them because they're, you guys get to participate. They're a bit more impromptu and, in my opinion, fun. And I don't have to do a lot of editing and stuff. And I just feel more comfortable with them for some reason.
unformal way of doing videos.
Yes, that. I'm not a formal person, like, ever, so... I prefer lack of formal at all times, when at all possible. Alright, so far this is going okay. Alright, they're saying they can see it just fine. Okay, good, good. Thank you very much, everyone. Can I please put download link for game next time? HCCR. Would you go link the Kerbal Space Program into the chat? I would greatly appreciate it. Just like the main website. Of course, you'd have to mess with mods too, and a general link to all that is in the bottom of the description for this video. So, I'll turn over a little more. What are we looking at? 70 something or others. Alright, actually that looks like I can probably pull geosync on this one. That's gonna be good. And then we'll actually have some progress. I just gotta get up here a ways. What's my height? 48. Let's just speed this up a little. Breathing into the microphone, you say? Well, thanks! You're drastically improving the quality of the stream for everyone.
Yep. I'm totally. That's the point of this whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Definitely doing a wonderful service there. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Andy. You're welcome.
It's like anytime, anytime.
I could always mess up your stream.
Oh, yeah.
By
Honestly,
doing things
I
like
don't care.
this.
Stop it!
Do this.
No! Ah! You're killing me. No!
You're welcome.
Ah! Don't do that, please.
All a pleasure.
Oh, I'm sure you enjoyed it. My poor ears.
Because I don't get to hear it on my end.
Ah! Darn.
Get some comedic relief out of there while you're waiting.
Hey Rob, I'm glad you could make it. Hello?
Hey, you seem oddly familiar, Rob. Do we know you?
I don't know. Who is this guy?
He keeps following us everywhere.
I know. Oh, poor Rob.
Yep. Poor Rob.
Yeah, I've already decided when I get a new computer, I'm donating this one to Rob. He's got such a junker, he can't even play this game. Poor guy. What are you doing?
Is that a jet engine taking off?
Oh, or is it Rob's computer? I don't know. It's hard to tell.
It seems like Houston, Rob's computer has made orbit repeat.
Yep. Can we get some telemetry on that CPU fan? Oh, there's parts flying off all over the place.
Get a bucket of cold water.
It caught on fire. Oh, poor Rob. Had to put up with our junk. Alright, go ahead and stop this now. Finally, in some space. And... everything explodes everywhere. That was... not particularly that safe, but I think everything's intact, question mark. Man, I can't wait till we actually get some daytime so I can see what I'm doing. Ugh.
Nah.
It's
No
so
daytime
bad.
for you.
Alright, I'm gonna activate this particular one and aim it at GeoJunker 1 for the fun of it. And I'm gonna activate another one and aim it at Mission Control. There we go. And hit M. And my wife apparently is enjoying some part of the stream because she's cackling hilariously in the background. Well, I'm glad somebody's having fun. Oh, and I might actually want to try to get this thing to orbit before I deorbit. Oh god, no! Please, orbit blocks. Am I actually moving? Barely. I might still have to beef this thing up to get it into Geo. I don't know. Because I couldn't even make orbit with this yet. We're getting closer. I mean, I'm not far away from orbit here. Alright, there we go. That'll hopefully cut mustard and cheese and all sorts of other things.
Shit.
Hey now, trying to keep it clean, man. Keep it clean.
When are you ever clean?
Approximately 70% of the time. Never know what our audience is.
I would say more. 50?
New leaves need to be turned over one of these days, so, you know. Alright. I've got a good bit of fuel. That's all good news. And I'm going to make an attempt to get into Geo. And we'll see what I can pull off. Maybe I'll actually attempt for semi-synchronous for now, just to make sure I can get that far. 1585. And we'll see what I got after I've got this. 15...
It's usually pretty easy to get the geosync after you've gone to semi.
Yeah. 83, 84, 85, and 0.18. I doubt if I'm going to be able to get that, but... Oh, wow, imagine that. Huh. Okay, I'll let the flight computer do this. It's going to be better at it than I am, assuming it actually doesn't destroy all of the things.
Die.
Alright, hold maneuver prograde. Oh, great, the maneuver's in like 0 seconds. And execute.
Yay!
Ah, I missed it. I'm going to have to do it by hand. Oh well. And I'll do the next one with the flight computer. If you miss the thing, like if you don't turn it on in time, it'll say, no, we can't do that. It's just not going to work. You have to turn the flight computer on to do the node before you actually hit the node. And I was just like 2 seconds too late. And I ran out of connection. Huh. Alright, well that's cool. And understandable. I'll have to likely do this next turn around. Yeah, it cuts the throttle on you if you don't make it. Oh god, no, stop. Hit X. I don't know what the hell you were trying to do, but it wasn't the right thing. I guess it got connection and said, oh, let's full throttle. Oh no. Okay, let's try this again. Way out here. 1, 2, let's see, 1585, was that it? 1585, yes. 15786, close. 85, and on the lower end of it, good enough. Okay. Now, execute that in 3 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and stick on this. And give it, I'll give it about 25 seconds to reorient itself. And here we go. And this will just save everybody and myself some time. Close. 23 seconds, and it should be good to go. It'd be funny if I take this series on long enough and people... You ever heard of the people doing drinking games or something? Whenever somebody screws something up or says a certain word, let's take a drink. It'd be pretty funny if, like, one of the conditions for that was to be screwed over by the flight computer. Will it happen today? Everybody take a shot. How many times has it screwed me over now? 3?
I'll be right back.
See you later. Alright, yeah, I got plenty of fuel for this. That's good news. Matter of factly, I may tell it to give me into Geo, considering this is not using that much fuel. Well, let's pull a semi just to make sure. Because it used more than I thought it did, now that it's about done. Okay, that'll work. And how to circularize it on the other end. Okay. Oh, come on. I want to see it. There we go, 780.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Alright, see you later. Just me. I'm all alone. Bye.
I don't have any comment.
Forever alone.
No, just It'll just take a while to exit all these games.
Okay. Oh, almost.
Have
See, 1-5.
fun.
See you later. Ah! I got Skype in my face. Go away, Skype. I'm busy. And scoot this over here. Yeah. Right. That might work. And I gotta slow down or speed up. What was it? 1585. I'm glad I got this written down. I'd never remember. 84. What are you doing? 86? I'm just screwing the orbit all up now. I better do this before I lose connection, though. Okay. Ah, cooperate! 9-2? No. What if I move this? 83, 87, 60, 610. I don't even know what happened. 608. Question marks. Redoing! It just destroyed itself. This way! Oh, the struggles of KSP. Alright, that's too high. I'm trying to get this as exact as possible. It's just, you know, if I put a bunch of them up in this kind of orbit, I want to, I don't want them moving relative to each other, basically. I want them all to stay the same distance away from each other. Go ahead and tell it to show me this too. Zoom in a little. I may have to do some funky stuff. 45. Okay, one end's good. Just fiddle with it here and there. 84 and 83. That's pretty good. 83, 85, 84. I'm gonna go with that. Looks good. Pull this off blocks and execute. Okay, 45 minutes, and I'm certainly not waiting forever for that one. I don't know if I got enough fuel for a 400 meter second burn, but we will see how it goes. It's 20 seconds. I'm really doubtful. Well, anyway, while that turns over, how's Chad doing? I got Skyped. I would join his company, but I'm not sure if I can. Poor Rob. See you later, CCR. A bit late, he died already. Huh, okay then. Okay, 2-Bit says, hey Andy, two things. First, when are you going to blow up spectacularly? Look at yesterday's stream. And second, might I suggest a game called Warrior Kings? It's old, but it's fun and challenging. I've never heard of it. I may look into it if I can remember. Somebody remind me. Alright, Kerbal alarm clock. Give this thing, I'm going to give it a full 30 seconds because it's turning completely around. Add alarm. And speed up. And then we'll see how horribly this goes. Almost there. There we go. Kerbal alarm clock kicked in. And flight computer, please don't kick me in the shin this time. It's all hovering. It's sinking. Come on. You can do it. Don't do all this messy stuff. Oh, hey, it's getting it. It's a miracle. Alright, that's good. Yay! Okay. So far, so good. Everything's looking good. I still have no connection. And 5, 4, snooze, take a nap, dial to age, get your own plot and wheel ready. There we go. That's gonna be a close one. It's possible I could finish it off with RCS if I'm really close. It'd just be difficult. I think it'll make it. Just, but it'll make it. It'll still be a useful satellite, more useful than the other one I got in orbit. I still really need a geosync though, and I'm gonna have to beef up the rocket big time to get that, I think. Well, not real big time, but maybe 30. I don't know. All right, well, we got 28 and 35 fuel left, and that'll cut the mustard for this set. I can't do jack else with this. And I'm gonna leave the rest of the dishes on this like uninitialized, and when I need them later, I'll turn them on. It's not too hard to do that. I just gotta like go say, hey, I need you. Point this way. I also want to reorient this thing if I can. Give me. Oh, come on. Alright, that's about to get connection off the other satellite. That's going to be cool. There we go. So, anyway, this green line means the connection. In this case, it's bouncing from KSB, launch center, off of GeoJunker 1 up to this other GeoJunker. I'm going to call this GeoJunker 2. So, I'm going to, or semi-junker, because it's semi something or other. Semi-synchronous orbit. Where is rename vessel? GeoJunker, huh? I'm gonna have to rename the other one too. Semi-sync junker. That'll work. Maybe even has running water. Alright, so now I need to reorient this thing. Hit RCS while I am here. Make it faster. Do that right there. Hit R, hit T. Turn it towards the sun. There we go. Now I got power. Plenty of it. And there we go. We'll just go ahead and end with this fairly nice shot right here. I wonder if this button does anything. Yep. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice right there. Let's do a little zoom in. Hit a little bit of, I think it was F1 for a screenshot. And this is where we're going to end for the day. This has like been an hour and a half stream. I thank you guys for joining me. I'm most likely going to have another one up tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time. Let me think. Might be about the same time, 4:30, possibly on Saturday. So we'll see. I'll schedule one tonight and try to make it public right away, and we'll see what time's on it then. So it's probably going to be about then. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm going to get out of here and do my own thing for a while. Question, though, and you guys can see, you can type this after I've already gone. Should I go ahead and get the geosync sat in orbit off camera? Because it's going to take me like 15 minutes to do so. And we could go and do something else next stream, like go to the Mon or Minmus or something. So go ahead and answer that, and I'll see you guys later. Have fun.